much, Lisa. Let's take a look at the Geico players to watch.
Well, Kyron, he's the energy man. Last night, 15 points, 6 for 17. The ability for him to get to the basket and create opportunities is important, but more important, the defensive side. And Mikal Bridges can do a little bit of everything on the court, especially on the defensive end.
Talking to Ed Cooley about Kyron Cartwright, he said it just depends, Jimmy. Does he take the blue pill or does he take the red pill? If he takes the blue pill, we're rolling early.
I'm trying to tell you, but it's the ability for him to just change, I think, the dynamics of the game, especially on the defensive end of the court, is what makes him special.
And your officials for this evening's championship: James Breeding, Brian O'Connell, and Tim Clockerty. A series that dates back to 1936. Nova leads it 62-39. The last time they met in the Big East tournament was the 2016 semifinals, and Nova won it 76-68. And this season, Nova won by 20 at Wells Fargo. 7 players in double figures, led by Eric Paschal, 17. Providence returned the favor at the dunk, 76-71. Kyron Cartwright led the way with 17. Khalif Young, Omari Spellman in the circle, and the tap controlled by the Friars. And talking to Ed Cooley, it was simple. He said, we have to take Villanova into the gutter. This has to be a knife fight.
But they're the more physical team. They're longer at every position. They cause problems for Villanova.
First layup, Cartwright short. Paschal with a rebound. Nova beat Butler 87-68 in last night's semifinal. Jalen Brunson was excellent, along with Mikal Bridges. Booth takes a three. Paschal swooping in. Can he hold on? No. Easy Eddie Cooley. 48 years old in his 7th season at Providence. Now a virtual lock for this team. It'll be their 5th consecutive NCAA tournament. First time in the program's history.
I love, again, we saw this against Butler, the half-court press. It kind of got the activity for this Villanova team started, and it causes a turnover early.
GQJ Wright, 56 years old in his 17th season at Nova. He's their all-time winningest coach, having passed Al Severance's 57-year-old record Thursday. He cut down the nets in 2016. National champion. Inside Spellman. Jump hook. Off the heel. Young with the rebound. Cartwright slashing. Turnaround jumper in the paint.
I like the shot, though. That time he pushed, didn't have an opportunity, felt he had an advantage inside. That time Mikal Bridges just a little too long for him.
Brunson, jump shot, good. Jalen Brunson always takes the blue pill. 17 points last night. 3 rebounds, 3 dimes in 24 minutes. Ahead of the field, Khalif Young. Off the glass, and the Friars are on the board.
Well, excellent look over the top that time, Gus, to the backside of that Villanova press. The hands were down. Cartwright took advantage of it. Khalif able to finish inside.
For Villanova, this is their 4th straight title game appearance. Last team to do it, Pitt. 2001 through 2004. Here's Brunson on the post game. Steps inside and lays it up and in over Cartwright.
And Jalen Brunson may be the best post player for this Villanova team at the point guard position.
And he's 6'3". Cartwright from Compton, California. 2 lefties going at it. Pay attention to this battle between Brunson and Cartwright. Diallo. Baseline bullet, deep jumper. And Booth comes the other way.
And this is where the guards have to engage in the defensive boards, Gus. The 2 games against Providence, Villanova has given up 33 offensive rebounds. That can't happen in this game this evening.
Brunson backing down Cartwright again. Cross court. Pascal steps into a three. And pure. Pascal playing some of his best basketball of the season. Had 12 last night against Butler. Jalen Lindsey catch and shoot. Ball tipped to Booth. Providence off to a slow beginning. 1 for 5 from the field. Pascal in and out dribble. Gets it up. Has it blocked by Young. Diallo the other way. Bullock. Khalif Young. Bumper. Picks it up.
Great defense.
Back door. Lindsey knocked away Spellman. Scooped up Booth. Great pass to Bridges on the wing. Bridges down the lane. Yeah! And the foul. Villanova picking up on where they left off last night. Jay Wright's team. Unselfish. Discipline.
Well, Jalen Brunson. Mid-range game, the lost art? Nah, Brunson has it. You need something else inside. The multi-talented post player at the point guard position. But you know what, Gus? It's used to set up this. Now you start to look. I'm going to post you up. I'm going to beat you with the pass. Pascal for 3. Complete Villanova start.
And then there's Mikal Bridges.
Length, athleticism, oftentimes wins, Gus.
Villanova on top of Providence here in the first half. Empire State Building lit up in Providence and Villanova colors. And whoever wins the championship, their colors will be on full display at the Empire State Building. Tyron Cartwright has led Providence to wins in consecutive overtime games. In the quarterfinals, they defeated Creighton 72-68. Last night in the semis, they beat Xavier 75-72. Cartwright, just brilliant play, Jimmy.
Well, it was big shots, big moments, big defensive play on Matura to take the charge. But that's what you expect from your senior, especially when he takes that blue pill.
So Tyron Cartwright and the Providence Friars down now 9-2. Sometimes it seems like it takes them a while to get it going.
It does, but when they get it going, it works. But again, I'm gonna say this against this Villanova team, they're so structurally sound that if you get down too much too early, that sometimes is a battle. I don't care what you do, can overcome that.
Jay Wright dripping in charm and finesse. He told us the most important thing, if they play good defense, you'll have no problems with the outcome.
You know what else was interesting? They talked about the length and how the length of Providence gives them issues because they can switch everything. So they're also going to have to play a little bit more physical in this game to walk out of here with a W.
Cartwright brings it up the floor. He draws Bridges. Providence fell down to Xavier last night, trailing by as many as 17 points. 9 to shoot for Cartwright. And he throws it away.
Yeah, well, that time he was looking for Khalif Young, but he thought the pass was going to Diallo in the corner, so just a little miscommunication. Again, an empty possession for Providence allows Villanova to set up and add to this lead.
Now watch this matchup, folks. Nate Watson and Omari Spellman. They're both freshmen, and they are the future of the Big East. This should be a great battle. 14 versus 0 black. Baseline. Cosby Roundtree gets inside on Watson, and he's fouled.
Because speaking of youth right there, Watson was there on the catch. Perfect position. But as Crosby Roundtree gets inside, watch, he's there. Perfect position, okay? Now you just wall up, but the mistake being a young player, the reach right here. All you have to do is go straight up in there, use your length, and force Crosby to shoot over the top.
Demir Cosby Roundtree, freshman as well from Philadelphia. Had 2 points against Butler last night, played 7 minutes. And now Pascal and Booth come in. Spellman and Brunson will head to the sideline. Cosby Roundtree had a career-high 11 points and 4 rebounds against Providence in Philly. He was 5 of 7 from the field.
And how about this, the matchup right here? Bridges guarding Cartwright.
Alpha Diallo has to be aggressive offensively. They need his scoring. Goes inside, slips, gathers himself, and banks it down.
How about the control that time? He didn't rush the situation, Gus. Maintained his pivot foot, and Phil Booth was in the perfect position, but the size won that battle for Diallo.
Diallo had 17 last night against Xavier. DiVincenzo in the game. Ball deflected by Bullock out of bounds.
Yeah, sometimes the tendency is to rush when you get a one-on-one opportunity. You lose your balance, the ball is out of control, but if you maintain your position where you're at, you're able to get your shot, and Diallo right there, soft kiss off the glass. Again, good defense, better roll.
Diallo played 42 minutes last night. Hit the go-ahead jumper with 2:22 left in overtime. Now Spellman on Watson. Booth, pump fake. And a whistle and foul. It's one thing about this Villanova team. They can pump fake you and jump stop you to death.
It's so hard. Every scouting report tells you guys, don't go for the pump fake. But it's so hard because they sell it just like their jump shot. So it's hard to discern if they're going to shoot it or not. And that's why they get you to bite every time.
Booth from Baltimore, Maryland. Pulls up 15-footer. A brick. Loose ball. Pascal with a rebound and a new shot clock. DiVincenzo 3. And Cartwright snatches it down on the weak side. He'll lead the charge. Cross court. Bullock. Too strong. Diallo with a rebound and stick back.
And I love that transition basket because the ball hopped around. Villanova wasn't set defensively. Even though Bullock missed, Diallo was able to slide in because the bodies were not on bodies. Offensive rebound. I talked about it, Gus.
4 points, 2 rebounds for Diallo. Here's Brunson. Guarded by Cartwright. He likes to post him down here. Now he goes into it. Turnaround jump shot. In and out. Sellout crowd here at the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. And a steal by Booth. But Bullock picks it back up. Deflected. Watson calling for it. Great position. Goes up. Counted and the foul. This kid could be the difference. Nate Watson. Carved out of Mount Olympus.
You know what I love about this play? He didn't push off. Easily because he had the mismatch. As the ball is in the air, he could have pushed off, and right here, Phil Booth, you were in position, but my goodness. The height, again, won that battle.
6'10", 260 from Arlington, Virginia, with the Bishop O'Connor. Had 14 points, 4 rebounds in 28 minutes last night. 10 after halftime.
And a beautiful stroke at the free throw line. The evolution that we see in this game, just through the tournament, Gus, has been impressive.
7-0 run for Providence. 11-9 Nova. DiVincenzo curls down the lane. Blocked by Watson. Picked up Spellman. He'll take a fadeaway 3. Short. Cartwright the other way. Isaiah Jackson in the game now. Jackson has hit some big shots for Providence this season.
Great closeout that time by Pascal.
And Diallo knocks down a 17-foot J. And we're level at 11. Diallo 3 for 3 to start this game. 9-0 run for the Friars. Knife fight. Pick and roll, Brunson. Hesitation, gets to the hole. Curling. Probing. Back door. The big raccoon misses the layup. personal offensive foul will be called on Mekhi Ashton Langford.
Inside the mismatches there, he's trying to get some help, and Alpha Diallo steps into his jump shot. He's feeling it right now from the perimeter. Easy buckets for the big Ragu. Can't let it get inside.
11:57 to go. This is the Big East Championship. We've got a tie ball game. 11 up. Back after this. The Big East Championship is sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee, New York City. 11-11 here at Madison Square Garden. And 3 more teams have joined the NCAA tournament. UMBC, the Retrievers, North Carolina Central, and Texas Southern. Texas Southern, coached by Mike Davis, the former Indiana head coach, led the Hoosiers to the Final Four and National Championship game, and some tournament heroes.
Gary Clark once again stepping up big time for Cincinnati. Rob Brink feared the bun right there. He had a big steal at the end of the game and a big shot as well as University of Houston beats Wichita State.
All right, let's go to Lisa Byington.
Ed Cooley playing to the physicality, length, and strength of his team. He looked at his guys, and with Ed Cooley humor, he said, they cannot handle us in the post. Guys, it's not Monopoly. Get the ball, make a move, and make a play, Gus.
And this kid right here, Nate Watson. If Cooley is right, he is a major reason that Villanova may not be able to handle Providence in the post. Providence right now on a 9-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds to tie the game up. Villanova has missed their last 6. DiVincenzo. And a foul on the sideline on Isaiah Jackson.
You know, you're going to give this Providence team a lot of credit, Gus. This team, last couple of games, shot mid or below 40%. But they figure out ways to get the game close enough to pull it out with that physicality you talked about.
And it all starts on defense for Providence. They want to take you in the Chateau d'If.
And they do, because they're long, they're athletic, they can switch multiple positions. Even when they go small, their length makes up for the lack of probably height.
Bridges, 15-footer off the bounce, and good. Mikal Bridges has just been excellent in this tournament. He has 5 points now, coming off an 18-point game last night against Butler in 25 minutes.
And why the scouts love him, not just because of his length, but his mind. Right there, he knew he had the pull-up opportunity. Instead of going to the basket, able to pull up 15 feet, knock it in.
Watson on Pascal. Here's up. He's strong. Diallo rips it away. He can't finish underneath. Now DiVincenzo digging it out. DiVincenzo drives to the basket, kicks. Brunson, quick release. Pure. Jalen Brunson. And Villanova takes a 16-11 lead. I think it's interesting that they put Pascal on Watson. Pascal, a big, strong man.
But versatile enough and smart enough to get Watson off the block.
7 to shoot. Knocked out of bounds by Brunson.
Now, fast break. I want you to keep your eye right here on Jalen Brunson all the way to the corner. Smartly. Listen, if I want to get a shot, I'm going to stay wide open, knowing that if I keep and maintain my spacing, especially in transition, my teammate is going to make a play for me.
4 on the shot clock for the Friars. Cartwright, 3 to shoot. Takes a long 3. And Pascal comes up with the board. Pascal almost turned it over. Booth scooping that basketball up. Pick and roll. Bridges forces his way down the lane, leans in, and it goes. Bridges with 7.
Wiry, strong. Last year, maybe he doesn't make that play, but he's put on strength. And now he's able to absorb that contact, Gus, and finish at the rim.
7-0 run for Villanova. Diallo guarded by Bridges. 5 turnovers for Providence.
Here's the putting in the work, so to speak. You get in the weight room each and every day knowing that your body is going to take a pounding, but more importantly, it allows you now to play a more physical style of game. Yeah, he may be slim, he may be slender, but he still has enough strength to finish through contact.
Had a conversation with a NBA scout today. He said Bridges is definitely a top 20 pick. They don't know if he can fill out enough, but he's changing people's minds.
Listen, is Kevin Durant much bigger than that, size-wise? Was Allen Iverson that much bigger? Was Reggie Miller? No, but they all played with a certain aggression that allowed them to compete at a high level, and they play with intelligence, and that's what you see with Mikal Bridges.
Here's Diallo, and he's bumped by Booth. 10-0 run. Mikal Bridges.
Gus, you've seen it like me. It's all about putting in the work. The belief that you can become the best player you can be. And each and every year, he's gotten so much better. And the confidence that he has and he's playing with exudes so much that his teammates just follow his lead.
And he's starting to take over games down the stretch. His teammates are looking for him to take over games. Phil Booth has picked up his second foul. Rodney Bullock.
Wow.
Here's Bridges with Gillespie. 21-11. Bridges turns, looking for that shot, takes it. Spellman with the rebound, but he stepped on the baseline out of bounds. Bridges 4 for 5, though, to start this game as Brunson heads out. DiVincenzo back in.
That's on the last Villanova defensive possession. You had Eric Pascal guarding, I think it was Diallo, on the perimeter. Stayed in front, and then it happened to be Spellman who got the swipe away. So how many times can you have your post players out front defending on the perimeter?
Cartwright, baseline, Lindsay, fumbles it, taken away by Gillespie. Finds DiVincenzo up the sideline. Colin Gillespie, freshman. Seven to shoot for DiVincenzo. Pascal, he'll feed Bridges. Guarded by Diallo, leads him in, and Diallo pulls the chair out from under him. Bullock up top, and good. Rodney Bullock had 17 last night against Xavier in 41 minutes. He's averaging 15 and 8 rebounds a game in the tournament. (21-14). Eight to shoot. Pascal. Hard drive to the basket. DiVincenzo has to hurry. Reverse pinned. Isaiah Jackson just pinned it on the glass. Great recovery. DiVincenzo had the step.
Had the step, Gus, but that's where that length and size plays the advantage to Providence. They're not going anywhere. It's going to be a tough night for Villanova, especially battling inside.
Jalen Brunson, the Big East Player of the Year, along with first-team pick Mikal Bridges, leading the way for the Wildcats. (21-14), Nova on top of Providence. In the Huddle is sponsored by the LGV30. Let's go inside with Coach Cooley.
How many threes have they made? 3, right? And they've all been in our face. We're doing a good job. We got to do a better job. Do a better job. Again, it's a long game. Long game.
explains it all, guys, in regards to how to guard the three-point line has been a threat for them. Yes, they've been in their face. They've been able to knock them down. Part of that, too, is getting there a little bit earlier to run Villanova off the three-point line.
Villanova 3 for 7 from downtown. Providence 1 for 4. Bridges and Brunson already with 17 points on 7 of 9 shooting. And one of the officials, James Breeding, went back to the locker room to have his ankle retaped. So he's back on the floor now. There he is.
You said it was going to be a physical game, but I know you meant the officials.
The officials as well. Here comes Cartwright. Scoreless so far, but he can score points in bunches. Diallo for 3. Ball batted up, picked up. Lindsay. New shot clock for the Friars.
And the Friars going with their smaller lineup. You see Bullock right now playing inside almost like a 5 position, but that time able to keep the possession alive with a tip-out offensive rebound.
Lindsay guarded by Spellman. Bullock guarded by Brunson. He's got an advantage across the lane and good. He went right through Jalen Brunson.
He was able to get to the middle. Once you get to the middle, it's hard to help. And then his length became the factor right there. So excellent recognition to get him the ball inside against the mismatch.
21-16, Brunson inside, pivoting. DiVincenzo explodes down the lane. Too strong.
Length once again on the contest.
Cartwright, Euro step to the bucket, half that in. Was that a left-hander?
Yeah.
Somehow he squoze it in with his left hand. Tyron Cartwright, the southpaw, changed hands in midair.
On the mismatch inside. Give it to me all day, Bullock says, and I'll make you pay for it. And then Cartwright, oh, European, but guess what? Finished with the left hand.
Madison Square Garden, where the spirit of the fighter still lives. Ali Frazier here. Fight of the century in 1974. And so far, in the first half of this game, for the Big East Championship, these two familiar foes are putting up their dukes.
Putting it up. They're fighting. They're battling. Providence gets down, but they figure out a way to sneak that left-hand jab back in, get some points, and get back in the game. Villanova trying to figure out a knockout punch, but it's not going to happen in the first round.
That was pretty good, Jimmy.
You like that?
Just getting so good.
I'm sitting next to my
charming.
You know, I hate to say
eloquent.
I hate to say it. I'm getting it from a Michigan guy.
Yeah, my goodness. I didn't know you Ohio guys could put those kind of words together. Here's Brunson, top of the arc. And Lindsay with the rebound. 21-18. Nova. Inside. Diallo. Pump fake. Up and in. And we've got a one-point game in the Big East Championship. 9-0 run for Providence. Diallo with 8. Friars saying they wanted to take Villanova into deep waters. Brunson. Now Bridges driving, gets to the hole, and foul.
Bridges once again with the rip through. Jackson just moving to the side just a little bit. If he'd have stayed in place, he could have had that charge, but Ed Cooley loves to do this. When he finds a mismatch, in particular on the post, he's going to get it to his guys inside and let them go to work.
That's the second foul on Isaiah Jackson. So Mikal Bridges with 10 early points at the line. Pascal, DiVincenzo in. The 3 things you need to know about Mikal Bridges. Best birthday gift, a dog, favorite pro team, the LA Rams.
Where'd that come from?
His biggest fear, a roller coaster.
I love roller coasters. Grew up, Cedar Point, baby. Always get in the front.
Sandusky, Ohio, right. Cedar Point. 24-20.
I want to know, the Rams. Where did that come from?
That's interesting.
Maybe he liked the colors back in the day when he was young.
Malik White is checked in for Providence, number 4. Diallo on Spellman. Takes him deep. Kicks it out. White, 5 to shoot. Back to Diallo. Up, counted, and the foul. Terrific passing by the Friars.
Gus, he was the patience. Diallo again. He didn't have the shot. Malik White able to catch it and dribble, then right back to Diallo, who gave him space enough to pass the ball again. If you can attack quickly against this Villanova team, the gaps are going to be there. You're going to find an opportunity for yourself or drop it off to your teammate.
Alpha Diallo from Harlem, New York, with 10 points. Adds a free throw, and we're level at 23. 4:20 to play. Look at the runs. Nova 11-2, PC 9-0, Nova 10-0, Providence 12-2. Counter-punching for both teams. Spellman takes a 3. Long. Batted out by Pascal. And out of bounds. Providence basketball. Friars have not led this game. A lot of enthusiasm on the Providence bench. That's because of their head coach.
When you think about it, it's almost like found money. Nobody expected Providence to be there except that bench. So Cooley's going to enjoy it.
Cartwright down the lane, gets there. DiVincenzo the other way. DiVincenzo for 3. Villanova not shooting it great now. DiVincenzo 0 for 6. They're 3 of 10 from the three-point line. Bullock.
Oh, the crowd. The Providence crowd would have went crazy if that would have gone through the basket.
Both teams traveling well. Sellout here at the Garden. You don't see an empty seat in the building. Villanova has missed 6 in a row. That means it's time to go back to Bridges. Seven to shoot for Pascal. Brunson, guarded by Bullock, shakes him. And Pascal with the tip jam. One-punch man. 25-23, Nova. Cartwright, 14-foot jump shot, no. Cleared by Spellman.
Tell that kid don't fucking talk to me.
Brunson on the switch with Bullock. Takes him off the bounce. Kicks it out. DiVincenzo slices, kicks. Brunson. And hits. Boogie. Jalen Brunson with 10. And Villanova takes a 28-23 lead.
Inside, Villanova doing their own little work on the offensive glass. Was it Spillman? Was it Pascal? Whoever puts their hand up first gets the basket. That's what I believe. Inside, attacking the offensive boards. Villanova holding tight.
At the under-4 timeout in last night's semifinals, Villanova was up 16. Providence down 12. 5-point game right now. Rob Stone here with you, coming up on the Jeep Grand Cherokee halftime report. The Tide got rolled. A shocker in the AAC and a Gus Johnson-worthy finish to clinch a tourney berth. Guys, we'll see you at the break.
All right, Rob, thank you very much. 2:07 to play here in the first half. Remember, on Valentine's Day, Providence beat Villanova, Kyron Cartwright, and Rodney Bullock. helped the Friars upset then number 3 Villanova 76-71 at the Dome. And they stormed the court that night on Valentine's Day. What can you say about Ed Cooley? 5 straight NCAA tournament invitations. Looks like he's a lock for his 5th this season. And he told us in the locker room before the game, Jimmy, that the most important thing he did yesterday when they were down by 17, he said, we had to start having fun. I needed these kids to know that this wasn't a life or death situation, but at the same time, we're at the Garden, playing basketball, representing our school. Let's enjoy this. Turn things around just like that.
He understands the temperament of his team, and yelling and screaming wasn't going to get it done.
Malik White now at the point. Cartwright moves off the ball. Lindsey, Bullock, Watson. Here's Lindsey. Rebound, Bullock inside. Bullock gives it up. Watson off the glass and in. Providence feels that they can be dominant against Villanova on the offensive glass.
Well, especially when Villanova goes to a zone defense because you're playing an area instead of a man. That time, Mikal Bridges was in the right place, but he didn't put a body on Bullock and check him out, and he paid for it.
Bridges pops out of the corner. Nice box out by Lindsey, keeping Pascal off the boards. 28-25. Baseline, Bullock. The floater, no, and an offensive foul.
Guess who? Jalen Brunson. Again, to take charges, you got to anticipate what's going to happen. And this time, Jalen Brunson came from the other side of the lane to take the charge. But I talked about the ability for Providence to offensive rebound. And when you do that, you're out of position. And Bullock over the top pass to Watson for an easy 2. Villanova got to put a body on these big boys.
When Providence defeated Villanova at the dunk, they had 21 offensive rebounds. 12 in the second half. Spellman. Shot not there for him in the first half. Cartwright the other way. Quickly down the lane. The kick. Lindsey rise and fire. Rims off.
It's 2 good looks from Lindsey. Not able to knock him in.
Lindsey 0 for 3 from downtown. Brunson. And again, Jalen Brunson leading the way for Nova. He has 13 in the first half.
Has he ever in a rush, Gus?
Never.
I mean, it's unbelievable. He sets, he moves, he understands the flow and ball movement, and he always finds himself in a position where he can get open and either make a play, make a shot.
19 seconds remaining. 13 on the shot clock for Cartwright. Providence down, 31-25. Now Cartwright, 6 to shoot. With a screen. Kicks it out. Diallo sets. Off the back rim, no. Knocked out of bounds. And with 1.9 remaining, the Friars get another shot at it.
That's a beautiful play. Cartwright drew the defense. He got it to Diallo. We've seen a lot of open shots in this first half. Gus unable to go in, but the correct play was made by Cartwright.
So they'll bring Watson off the court and keep Lindsey in.
Look at the lineup Villanova has. You got Pascal, Roundtree, and Spellman. Height.
Inside, Bullock has to hurry. And he's fouled on the release. With 0.5 to go.
But Gus, part of the reason Crosby Roundtree is there is so that pass can't be on a straight line. You know, you got to make that pass loop and go back towards half court. Excellent drawn up play, and the mistake at the end that time by Bridges.
Rodney Bullock gets the first. Bullock a 73% free throw shooter. Brunson back in for the final moments of this first half.
Hey, 1. Here we go, guys.
And both free throws good for Bullock. Now Watson back in.
Gus, how big of a mental edge is it? Instead of maybe going down 5, or 6, you can keep it below that for Providence.
DiVincenzo runs the baseline, throws it into the front court, intercepted, and that's the end of the first half. Villanova with a 31-27 lead. Brunson with 13, Bridges with 12 on 9 of 14 shooting. Diallo with 11 plays and 11 points and 6 rebounds in the first half.
A little trick play right here. Watch Pascal try to take the charge right there to see if he can get a foul call, but the officials did a great job of not going for it.
And let's go to Lisa Byington.
I think you told me in the pregame this was going to be a rock fight.
Yeah, man.
It is.
It is.
How have you handled their physicality here in the first half?
They're hurting us on the offensive glass. When we go small, they're taking advantage of us. But typical Providence Villanova.
In particular, how has Alpha Diallo been a matchup problem for him?
Yeah, anytime we get a smaller guy on him, he just backs us down, and that's why I say he's so physical, you know, and he's strong with the ball. There's tough matchups for us with them, and we're probably not doing a good job offensively taking advantage of our matchups.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Gus?
All right, Providence out-rebounding Villanova in that first half, 19-14. They had 5 offensive rebounds. But the Wildcats lead it 31-27. Rob Stone and company coming up with the Jeep Grand Cherokee halftime report after this. Welcome back to the Big East Championship, sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee. 31-27, Nova leading Providence as we head to the second half. Gus Johnson along with Jimmy Jackson, and welcome back to the Garden. Your thoughts on that first half? A lot of runs by both teams.
It was. Villanova came out swinging, and then Providence absorbed the punches, came back, but a lot of it had to do with me offensive rebounding for Providence, but Alpha Diallo. I mean, the ability for him to take advantage of his height, in particular when Ed Cooley put him on the block, he made plays. When he didn't have the shot, he kicked it out to his teammates, but he's in a comfortable position right now. 11 points, the only Friar in double figures. So I would expect the ball to be in his hands early.
And that brings us to the Jeep first half stats.
Well, the rebounding, points in the paint right here. Check this out. Over the last 2.5 games, Providence outscored Villanova with points in the paint, or second chance points, 42-21.
All right, let's go to Lisa Byington.
Hey, we're right where we want to be, is what Ed Cooley told me at halftime. We played a solid 20 minutes. Villanova hit 11 baskets. We hit 11 baskets. The biggest difference, they are plus 12 at the three-point line. So we're going to try to continue to run them off the three-point line. But I told my guys, we are 20 minutes away from a championship, Gus.
All right, thank you very much. Villanova with the basketball to start the second half. Booth, Bridges, Pascal, Spellman, Brunson. Brunson, that one blocked by Bullock into the hands of Diallo. There's that length you keep talking about.
Check mark that time. The ability to use the length to block a shot. Again, he was there early enough, Gus, to contest the shot. Excellent defense that time by Bullock.
Right now, Brunson guarding Bullock. Let's see if Bullock tries to figure out how to post it. Nate Watson guarded by Spellman. Power dribble inside. He goes up high. Loose. Diallo with the rebound. Made the extra pass. Didn't necessarily need to do it.
He could have just put it right up. He had the shot, and even if he misses, Nate is on the other side for the offensive rebound.
Meanwhile, Brunson and one.
Well, you missed the opportunity to score, and Jalen Brunson makes you pay for it. Again, he's one of those point guards, Gus, that you better pick him up early near half court, because once he starts to probe and gets down the lane, he's going to beat you.
Jalen Brunson, the son of Rick Brunson, who was a Temple star for Coach Chaney. His dad went on to play many years in the NBA, now an assistant coach with Tom Thibodeau and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Brunson taking his time getting up. Looks like he's stretching out his hip. They're trying to confirm who the foul is on. As Jay Wright huddles his guys up. Close to a minute into the second half of the Big East Championship game.
Yes, you see right here going to the basket. I think you made an interesting point about Jalen Brunson and his father. Besides teaching of the skill set, what he really gathered by being around his father and professionals is the mindset of how to be a pro, even while he's in college. How do you conduct and handle yourself, the ups and downs, the challenges? That's what makes him so special and separates him from a lot of other point guards that play the position in college basketball.
Brunson listed as a junior, but he is on pace to graduate this season, so most likely these are his final games at Villanova. Cartwright called for the foul. His second. Jalen Brunson, 15 points. And he adds a free throw. 34-27. Nova. Here comes that pressure.
Yep. And again, it's to disrupt Providence. If you get a turnover, good. But it's really mainly to disrupt the flow and the chemistry of the offense for Providence. Hopefully on the back end, you might be able to get a turnover or two.
Cartwright will inbound it. Mikal Bridges guards the ball. Gets it out, Diallo. Cartwright on the handoff, and an offensive foul called on Watson.
Ed Cooley not really happy with that. And it's a tough situation because Nate Watson goes right here to handoff and he turns. Now that's,
come on,
that's not a foul.
It's not a foul. 34-27. Pascal. Now Brunson driving on the baseline, kicks it out. Booth with a look. Spellman tipped it up. Pascal with the rebound. Brunson shows it down the lane. Short-armed it. Pascal with the rebound. Brunson reloads in the corner and hits. What a play by Eric Pascal. He kept that ball alive. And Ed Cooley is still arguing about the foul on the other end. Villanova up by 10. The commitment, the goal, the dream. We began with 10 teams. We are down to the final 2. And only one can be called Big East champion. Welcome back to the Big East Championship, sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee. From the mecca of basketball, Madison Square Garden in the heart of New York City. Villanova with a 10-point lead over Providence. 18:05 to play in the second half.
Talked about the activity of Providence on the offensive glass, but let's give some love to Villanova. Right now, they're competing heavily on the offensive glass. Pascal outside. Brunson misses the shot. Guess who's still there? Pascal one more time. How about the extra pass to the corner? Phil Booth to his backcourt mate, Jalen Brunson. 8-5 right now, second chance points. Offensive rebounds. Actually, Villanova has 8-6. So kind of beating Providence at their own game.
Here comes that three-quarter court pressure. Mikal Bridges leads the way for Villanova with those long arms. Diallo, quick turn on the baseline.
Great help.
Bridges trying to scoop it out, and it goes off. Providence. Diallo, 11th turnover for the Friars.
Well, this is attention to detail and playing to your scouting report, knowing that when Diallo gets on that right-hand side of the free throw line, it's going to be an isolation play. That time, Mikal Bridges read it out, smelled it out, and was there immediately when Diallo tried to attack to the baseline.
Brunson. He's got a quick trigger. Down the lane. Off the glass and in.
That's not fair, man. Yes.
Dalen Brunson. Now Bullock a three. And answers. One thing about Providence I noticed, sometimes it seems like they get in the habits of just being a little too casual out there.
They do. They do. And it hurts them, especially in a game like this, because you fight so hard, then you give it up. If you can avoid those letdowns a little bit, you find yourself probably in the lead at a lot of points in the game.
And that starts with Cartwright. Pascal. Now Spellman looking to get on track offensively. Only 2 points. 4 to shoot. Ooh, the runner. Off the glass, no. Bridges with the... Can't hold on. Almost an offensive rebound. Right now, though, Villanova just out-hustling the Friars.
Well, they are, but when you got this man at the point guard, my goodness. Okay, so height not being a factor here because Dalen Brunson put that big body right in Khalif Young's chest right there, and then the ability to finish.
9-point lead for Villanova. They've led by as many as 12. Diallo. Inside, pivots, and foul. Tell you what, Diallo has no fear in going at McHale.
And he
Bridges.
Well, he shouldn't, because he has the ability to score the ball. Now, Bridges is going to be longer, but he knows that he wants to block the shot. So that little hesitation right here, 2 fouls on Bridges, pump fake, got him up in the air.
11 points, 8 rebounds for Diallo. And the first one good. Now, 3 things you need to know about Alpha. His first job, sweeping at a barbershop. You'd be surprised. I'm a certified chef. Wow. And his favorite music, country music. Now, this kid is from Harlem, New York. I had to talk to him about that after we showed that yesterday.
What'd he say?
He said he likes... I forget the guy's name on the voice. Blake Shelton, that's it.
Yeah, okay. I knew it wasn't an old school country guy.
Inside, and Spellman foul.
If you'd have said Merle Haggard, if you'd have said something like that, I would have been really
Blake
impressed.
Shelton. What's that song from Blake Shelton?
He's cool.
I'll name the kids and you name the... No, I'll name the dogs and you name the kids.
But see, Blake Shelton is cool. You know, if he'd have said an old school country guy, I'd been like, all right, I got you now.
Oh, Charlie Pry or Charlie Rich. Meanwhile, Spellman at the line from Cleveland, Ohio. He's from around
That's right, baby.
Your way, Jimmy.
How about this? So when Jay Wright recruited Spillman, he was about a 6'6" forward. And then he grew. So he has guard skills. So he's still trying to develop his back to the basket game. But that's why he's able to stroke it, kind of put it on the deck, and even make plays off the dribble.
With 2 threes yesterday in their win against Butler. 41-31. Lead back up to 10. Diallo. Diallo turns. The runner. Loose. Spellman with a rebound.
Good block out that time. Bridges couldn't get in front of Khalif Young, but he pushed him just enough underneath the basket to prevent him from getting that offensive rebound.
Colin Gillespie in at the point now for Villanova. Pascal guarded by Bullock. Hard jab step. Hands it off Bridges. Step back. Five to shoot. DiVincenzo off the window with the left hand. The big ragu. His first bucket of the game.
It's just a matter of time for him. He was able to see the ball go through the basket and put his head down and use his offhand.
Cartwright guarded by Bridges. Inside, a wide open Diallo blocked by Spellman. And a whistle. Looks like a foul coming up.
But he called a goaltend.
That's right, goaltending is the call.
You go back, DiVincenzo, been struggling from his jump shot. One thing he can do well is put the ball on the deck, use that size and athleticism to finally get the 2 points he was desired. And on the opposite end, excellent pass inside from Cartwright. Montel Spellman just a little too late right here on the end to get this block off the board.
15:02 to play, 43-33, Villanova. Big East championship game from New York City. (43-33), Nova on top of Providence. A 2 versus a 5 in the Big East championship game, and the Big East Player of the Year came to play tonight.
And not only Big East Player of the Year, but he has my vote for National Player of the Year. You know, we go back, we show a lot of highlights of Jalen Brunson, talk about him a lot, but guess what? It's well-deserved. He just does things on the basketball court that are unteachable. He's a coach on the floor, highly intelligent. His competitive nature springs from the fact that he's been around the game at a high level.
All his life.
His whole life, man. And the amount of control that he plays with, the patience that he plays with, you just can't teach that. You got to be born with that.
I saw a great story on him online. It was about his father, Rick. When Rick finally got cut from his final team, he came home and he said, "I don't think that I'm going to get another opportunity." He said to his son, "Look, do you really want to play this game? Because if you do, I'm going to teach you how to play it in a way that you may not have to go through what I went through in terms of being a journeyman in the league." Down the lane, and Bridges. He won't be a journeyman. 14 for Mikal Bridges.
Well, how about the play coming out the timeout? Bridges able to turn the corner. You talking about the wingspan to stretch out and throw it down in the lane in traffic.
Cartwright takes a 3. They need it, and they get it. When he plays, this Providence team has a chance. And he's got to get his motor going. Blue pill, red pill, as Ed Cooley said.
That's right, but the extra pass that time by Jalen Lindsey opened it up for Cartwright.
Brunson puts it on the deck with the left hand again, gets to the hole, and one. Boogie. Brunson put in work. He's got 23.
I played with a guy named Steve Nash, and one thing he was able to do is use his body. He may not have been the quickest guy, but he was tricky and crafty enough to just get by his opponent. Once he got by him, then he had the creativity to figure out ways to finish it and get by somebody. My goodness, this is what Mikal Bridges did, and then he finished with an easy two-hand slam.
And when you talk to the NBA guys, one thing they'll tell you is, which I found very interesting, finishing at the basket is a skill. A lot of guys can get there, but they can't finish. And that's why you see him working on those little shots all the time.
Think about the small point guards in the league, the Kyrie Irving. The ability for them to be able to get the ball inside Steph Curry, to finish over and through contact. And that's what Jalen Brunson can do.
Isaiah Jackson backing his way down. Spins, jump hook, air ball. Providence unraveling here. 47-36, Nova. Brunson's just taking over this game. He had 13 at halftime. And Bridges for a turnover for Villanova. There are a couple of stars in attendance. That's Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan. Lowry played at Villanova. They call him the king of North Philadelphia. DeRozan, one of the best players in the NBA.
And speaking about guys that are short in stature but can finish at the rim. Number one.
Inside Pascal, strip. Isaiah Jackson leads the charge. Cartwright, jump stop, fires, and rattles it in. 47-38. Providence now starting to get their energy going. Got a little bounce in their step. Cartwright with 7.
Love the decision that time, Gus, by Cartwright to pull up for that little jump shot in transition.
2 lefties going at it. Brunson, Cartwright. Now a switch. Bullock guards Brunson. DiVincenzo. Back door, Brunson, double pump. Holy Toledo! Boogie with 25. Jackson a three. And hits. Isaiah Jackson didn't shoot it well yesterday. He was 0 for 6 from the field. He's got his first bucket tonight.
Trailer always open in transition. And Jackson was able to square his feet up and catch it in rhythm. But that's a great response by Providence after Jalen Brunson was able to get back door and score an easy two.
Brunson, top of the key, rises. Pascal, another offensive rebound, fights for it, and jump ball. Providence will get the ball back.
I was saying to myself, the back door is going to come available, and it just happened right there. Smart play, excellent pass by DiVincenzo off the dribble. They've been trying to get this all night, Gus, and it finally worked out for them.
Drew Edwards is checked in. Bullock, quick turn, tried to flush it. Spellman said, get it out of here. And Providence will hold on. Spellman, such a quick jumper. 49-41, Providence ball. Take a look.
I mean, my goodness, where did Spellman come from? Bullock thought he had an open two, but young fella not giving up on the play. Not going to happen tonight.
Tonight, it's the Pac-12 Final live from Las Vegas. The top 2 seeds in the conference square off as USC takes on Arizona. It all starts tonight at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, only on FS1. Or stream it live on Fox Sports Go. And we've seen a lot of ball this year, but DeAndre Ayton may be the most talented player that I've seen this season.
And think about this. He had a late start in regards to playing basketball, but he's made up for it at Arizona.
Let's go inside the huddle with Ed Cooley.
Hey, we're right where we want to be. We're going to score right here. When you switch, you got to talk. Can't have any breakdowns. Talk, all right? Keep talking. Talk. Hey, we got to get once a Brunson is giving it to us, we got to have high alert, all right? Hey, so they're coming, and they're coming to you. So just be disciplined, stay down, watch the pump fakes, eat up the space, stay in the alley.
Gus, coaches always communicate. Even if you get beat, the communication can help you get back into play. Be loud and be early.
Brunson, his career high is 31 3 times, all on the road this year. He has 25. Cartwright. 7 to shoot. Cartwright fires on DiVincenzo, rims off. Loose ball out of bounds, and it's Villanova basketball.
Oh.
Here's Lisa Byington.
Jay Wright in his last huddle responding to his team about the emotion right now. He turned to Amari Spellman after the block and he said, I love your energy, but make sure it's targeted to the right places. Make it about your teammates. Don't make it about yourself. Don't make it about Providence. We can't afford to have a technical. Make it about us, Gus.
All right, thank you very much, Lisa. 11:20 to go. 49-41. Pascal. Guarded by Jackson, pressing him, takes him across the lane, down the lane, off the window, and in. Pascal with 5, so strong, so talented. Villanova back up by 10. Lindsay has been quiet. Baseline Bullock was over for the 3. And out of bounds, Brunson. Spellman not communicating.
Just something real small. Eric Pascal right here is going to come across. He's going to dart across the lane hard and get in his position. So now he gets there. He's aggressive. And now he makes a quick move once he sees the opening. And that's why coaches always say, go hard, post up strong, recognize what you have.
And a foul before the ball was thrown in bounds. I think they're going to call this on Brunson. That's his first. Brunson wincing a little bit, grabbing the bottom of his shorts. Now they're going to take out Cosby, Roundtree, and Brunson for Booth and Bridges. Jackson. Cartwright down the lane, shows it, gets it away, and knocks it down. Tyron Cartwright with 2 at halftime. He has 9 now.
And if you haven't seen this young man play a lot, his ability, too, with his left hand to get in the lane and then finish over taller opponents is right on par with Brunson.
Basco on the other box. And offensive foul. Well done by Jalen Lindsey. Basco picks up his first.
Yeah, over-aggressive that time. How about Jalen Lindsey taking away the baseline right there? Got his body in position, absorbed the contact, and Cartwright, when he does this, get aggressive. Okay, big fella, you got to hide over me, but I still got this floater. Take those 2.
51-43. Providence yesterday down by as many as 17 to Xavier. Forced overtime. Jackson, the kick. Cartwright, open. Passed up, lets it fly, and hits blue pill. Starting to kick in. 51-46. 12 for Cartwright, 10 in the second half. Bridges down the lane. Spellman offensive rebound. Booth awfully quiet today. Had 14 last night. Scoreless. Bridges cross court. DiVincenzo. Now Booth wide open.
The ball is not coming off his hand clean.
Cartwright a 3. Yeah! Cartwright. And here we go. 9:04 to go. Big East championship game. 51-49.
My goodness, Gus. A battle in MSG is a light way to put it. Kyron Cartwright stepping up big time inside the 2, 3, and now a 3.80 run on Kyron Cartwright. Providence back in this game.
(51-49) Villanova, but Providence roaring back. The game reset is sponsored by SoFi, rethinking personal finance. 9:04 to go. Friars and Wildcats both with 2 timeouts, 4 team fouls against Providence, 3 against Villanova. The arrow favoring Nova. Providence has never led in this game. Cartwright with 13 points in the second half. Booth, Brunson, Bridges, Spellman, Pascal for Villanova. Spellman drives baseline, turns, bumps, dips, strip, gets it back, and foul. And that foul called on Bullock is 3rd.
I gotta get some love right there. Isaiah Jackson just stayed with it. Forced Amari Spellman to put the ball on the deck, knocked it away, denied him.
Brunson, tricky, spinning. And over the back, coming up on Spellman. his second.
And Jay Wright not happy with the call, thinking that on that particular time, Isaiah Jackson kind of wedged Spillman out of the way.
51-49. Providence can tie it up with the 2, take the lead with the 3. Cartwright, step back. Lindsay, 3. Isaiah Jackson with a rebound, new shot clock. Jalen Lindsay can't buy a bucket. He's 0 for 4, all 3-point attempts. You have the feeling that he's due. Bullock, inside, off the window, no. Edwards with a rebound and put back, plus the foul. Drew Edwards levels it at 51. Friars heading to the line.
To upset the big dog, you got to get contributions off the bench. Drew Edwards able to come in, get an offensive rebound, provide Providence with their tied-up score.
Ed Cooley told us he wanted to take Jay Wright's team into the gutter and fight. Right now, that's what you're seeing. 51 up. Back to the Garden right after this. Big East championship game from the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, 51-51. Villanova and Providence locked in an epic battle as we take a look at the game reset. Each team with 5 team fouls and 2 timeouts. Arrow goes to Nova. Kyron Cartwright is starting to wake up.
Well, he's hit some big shots, Gus, in a Big East tournament, and he picks and chooses his spots. I mean, in transition, the 3-point, when to go, when not to, but the ability for him to finish inside and then square his shoulders up and knock in a deep 3, the leadership aspects of it, and not being afraid of the big moment is what make him a special player.
Let's go to Lisa Byington.
Ed Cooley's message, very simple in his huddle. 7 minutes and 49 seconds, guys, to our destination. Let me repeat that, to our destination. We have to continue to be more physical. I guarantee you, we are wearing them down, Gus.
Ed Cooley led Providence to the 2014 Big East Tournament title. Right now, his team with a chance to take the lead. Drew Edwards, and he hits. First lead of the game for Providence. Friars have trailed by as many as 12. First time Villanova has trailed since 5:15 remained in the Marquette game. Brunson, Bridges, a 3. In and out. Pascal with the offensive rebound. Yet another. Pascal with 11 rebounds. DiVincenzo deep in the corner, trying to create, crosses over, lets it fly. Cartwright has it taken away by Bridges, who lays it in. 16 for Bridges. And Villanova back in front, 53-52. Jackson takes Spellman into the hole. Blocked by Spellman, taken away by Spellman. Kicked out to Brunson. DiVincenzo trails, Brunson to the hole. The big raggle! And they're not going to count it. Basket interference.
Well, let's see right here, excellent hustle. If it's laying on the rim, it's right over the cylinder. Good call.
6:17 to go. 1-point Villanova lead. Lindsay 0 for 4 from 3. Pascal with a rebound. Pascal has just been dominant on the boards this evening. Brunson turns, leans in, strong, loose. Pascal again, his 11th rebound. Bridges, the dagger. Bang! Big time Bridges with 19. 56-52. Cartwright cross court. Lindsay. Bounce pass. Bullock. Block. Whoa. Pascal. Brunson to the hole. Offensive foul. They are playing ball at the Garden.
I mean, back-to-back action. Edwards gets his body. I thought he was still sliding a little bit, Gus. The official got it and called it. And how about off the offensive rebound? A lot of times the three-point shot is open and Bridges capitalized. And Eric Pascal, get that out of here.
Cartwright guarded by Bridges. Providence scoreless in the last 2.5 minutes. Inside, nice look. Diallo off, too strong, but a whistle. And he'll go to the line. Foul called on Spellman. His third. Alpha Diallo with 14. He had 11 at the break. 2 for 3 from the stripe. Both good. 2-point ball game. 4:41 left in the Big East Championship. Brunson. Now Bridges. Pascal down the lane. The runner. Got it. Pascal has been brilliant on both ends of the floor. 7 points, 11 rebounds, blocked shots, great defense. Cartwright. 9 to shoot. Diallo pulls up, blocked by Spellman. Diallo gets it back. Shot clock at 4. Bullock. Big three. And Pascal with his 12th board.
Gus, how about both Pascal and Spellman guarding on the perimeter, not let those quicker guys get by him?
Tell you what, for Ed Cooley to win this game, Jalen Lindsay is going to have to hit a shot. He's 0 for 5 from the three-point line. But he can get hot quickly. Brunson now, backing up on Edwards. Spins. Taken away, Edwards well defended. Here's Cartwright, high stepping into the front court. 58-54, timeout PC.
Eric Pascal making his presence felt. This is a big man. Putting it on the deck, avoiding the charge. Soft runner inside.
We're 3 minutes and 17 seconds away from crowning the 2018 Big East champion. It all began in November. 10 teams with the same goal. Now only 2 remain. Who will wear the Big East championship crown? 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in regulation. 58-54 Villanova. As we reset it for you, Fires with 1 timeout left. Wildcats with 2. 5 team fouls against Providence, 7 against Villanova. The arrow favoring Nova. As you take a look at the foul trouble, Bullock with 3, Brunson and Spellman with 3.
Gus, we usually talk about players in their time, but Ed Cooley said this to me. He told his team, get me to the 4-minute mark near the end of the game and keep it close. I'll get you the W. This team is 47-17 over the last 5 years in games decided by 6 points or less. Let's see if he pays off.
He's keeping Jalen Lindsey, although he's 0 for 5 from the 3-point line. Hadn't scored a point on the court. Keep your eye on number 21, Black. Down the lane, Diallo. And a blocking foul. And DiVincenzo is down.
Well, first mistake was Spellman going for the pump fake. That left leg was dropped and it opened up the driving lane for Diallo. And Dante DiVincenzo late to the party right here and almost tried to avoid the charge, which caused even more contact.
So Alpha Diallo at the line. He's 4 for 5 this evening. 16 points, 9 rebounds on 6 of 11 shooting. Second one good as well. 2-point game, 58-56. 3 minutes to go. DiVincenzo. Bridges. Here's the screen. Bridges. Eight to shoot. Bridges picks it up in no man's land. Back door, Brunson and a foul. Good call. Tim Clockerty right on the spot. Non-shooting foul. Shot clock resets to 20. And that's called on Edwards, his first.
What a read and react. Brunson over, played, denied, right back door. Picked up that foul.
Brunson, so patient, relaxed. Shape, drive. 6 to shoot. Brunson, Lindsey, pressing him, fires, way short, lose. Another offensive rebound for Nova. And a foul called on Lindsey reaching in.
Gus, I actually thought he was going to call a jump ball on this, the way he ran over the official. I thought it was a clean play by Lindsey right here to tie up the ball. It's tough to see from that angle. But right there, his arm, he grabbed the right shoulder of Brunson.
And everybody getting into this game, including Ed Cooley. He ripped his pants. He's got to put a towel on. Brunson missed it. Rebounded by Bullock. A rare miss from Jalen Brunson. 58-56. We close in on 2 minutes in the Big East Championship game. Cartwright handing it off. Diallo. 8 to shoot. Cartwright loose with it. Cartwright 2 to shoot. Fade away. Oh! Ever level at 58. Listen to this crowd. 1:28 to go. Pascal, 10 to shoot. Rose high. Pascal to Brunson. Crosses over. Strip. Cartwright. Diallo trailing. Cartwright deals it down and DiVincenzo got back.
Never panic. Get to your spot. Create some space. Another big-time shot down the stretch of the game by Compton's most wanted, Cartwright.
And what a game in the Big East title. A minute remaining. 58-58. And they're reviewing. Looks like possession right now. I don't know.
I know. Nicole on the
Looks like Diallo may have gotten a hand on it and not DiVincenzo.
Right. Nicole on the floor was Providence ball. So you had to have conclusive evidence to overturn this. Yes, you made a point about how physical Providence is. They want to wear you down. The last couple plays, Jalen Brunson misses the free throw. Also, that last turnover was almost a fatigue turnover. Okay? He's playing his normal minutes, but they're a lot harder and tougher because of the physical nature of the Friars.
Providence locks in defensively. They can make you play at a different speed.
Well, the body contact is always there.
Here's a good look at it here. DiVincenzo's hand was on the inside. Close. Big call. 58-58. James Breeding, Brian O'Connell, Tim Clockerty, your officials.
I know it's taking a little while to figure this out, but this is one of the calls and part of the game, Gus. You got to get it right.
And they're going to give it to Providence. A minute to go. 58-58. Cartwright will inbound it. Bullock, Diallo, Lindsay, and Edwards on the court. Cartwright with 22 on the clock. Guarded by Bridges. Ten to shoot. Cartwright inside Diallo. And Providence goes ahead with 30.7 remaining. Diallo with 20. Timeout, Villanova. (60-58).
They wanted to get the switch, Gus. Diallo slipping down the lane. The backside of the defense didn't rotate over. And Cooley said, keep it close. I'll get you the W. His team is responding.
Easy Eddie, 38.9 away. 60-58, Providence leading Villanova. 38.9 seconds remaining in regulation as you take a look at the reset. Each team with a timeout. And both teams shooting 1-1. The arrow favors Villanova. DiVincenzo, Brunson, Pascal, Spellman, Bridges on the court. Everybody standing in the lower bowl. They give it to DiVincenzo. He's an athlete. Brunson. He's been clutch. And a foul call. This will go against Diallo. And Brunson goes to the line. He's 1 for 3 from the line this evening. Jalen Brunson. We're level. 60-60. 30.1 to go. What's the strategy for Providence right here?
If it's Ed Cooley, I would know that a play that works, he's going to run and try to switch a mismatch. So look maybe for Pascal guarding Bullock to come up and set the pick to see if they can get a mismatch.
Cartwright takes his time. Shot clock and game clock about the same. 10 to go. Here we go. Tied at 60. Cartwright in and out. Jump. Oh! Off the back rim. No! And we're heading to overtime in the Big East Championship. Providence, Villanova, 60 up at the end of regulation.
They wanted to switch, so they wanted to get Spellman on Cartwright. And this time the height played a factor. Cartwright had to get the arc up a little bit higher, which caused the shot to be off just a little bit. Ed Cooley can't believe it. He got the shot he wanted. Got the mismatch he wanted.
And the Providence bench reacts. Villanova. They're ready for the extra session. Jay Wright. (60-60). Overtime is sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee. Third time in this tournament Providence has gone into overtime. That's the first time it's happened in Big East history. Kyron Cartwright in overtime in the first two games. And then last night, big shots. And here he is tonight, the senior from Compton, California. 17 points for Kyron Cartwright. He had 2 at halftime. 5 minutes.
And they pay us to do this, guys.
Unbelievable.
Unreal, right? But you know what about Cartwright? Sometimes it may not be efficient, sometimes it may not be there, but it's when you score, the impact that it has on the game. And he's been there in clutch situations, even when things weren't going right in the first half or late in the second. He's been able to step up big time to provide winning baskets for his team.
So Spellman and Lindsay will jump it up. Overtime at the Garden in the Big East Championship. And Providence controls the tap. Lindsay, Cartwright, Edwards, Diallo, Bullock. Diallo rips through, kicks, Edwards deep. And out of bounds. Brunson, Bridges, Spellman, DiVincenzo, Pascal. 8 to shoot for Pascal. He's got a nice J. Inside, Spellman knocked out of his hands. And Villanova turns it over. Lindsay. A minute into overtime. Cartwright. Cross court. Bullock down low. Diallo. And we'll head the other way. That ball goes off of Diallo's shoulder.
I tell you what, the back line of Villanova's defense, they do a good job of closing. Talking about closing speed in football. Spellman and Pascal, they read it out so quickly. And it looks like you have a layup if you're Providence, but they seem to be right there to take it away.
Bridges has been quiet. He loves to go right. Pulls up for 3. Bam! And Villanova takes the lead. 63-60. Diallo answering. And a foul. This will go against DiVincenzo from behind.
He said he likes to go right. Jalen Lindsey has to respect Bridges' ability to beat him off the bounce, and he just steps back, hits the three, and Jay Rudd is like, get back on D, we good.
Jalen Lindsey at the free throw line for the first time. First one good. He's 0 for 5. All of his shots coming from 3. And that is his first point of the game. Second one good. 63-62. This game tied at 60 at the end of regulation. The winner of this game gets the NCAA's automatic bid as the Big East champion. Brunson. Inside Spellman. Jump hook, and the freshman gets it to fall. 65-62. They move Cartwright off the ball now. Cartwright, and a whistle. Foul on Bridges. His third.
You know, a couple plays Spellman has been able to catch the initial pass, but he gathered himself, stayed calm, and finished inside a big bucket right there for the young fella.
Cartwright at the line. First time tonight. Second one good. 65-64. Cartwright with 19. 2:42 to go. Brunson on a switch, guarded by Lindsey. Tries to shake him. Takes him down low. Pivots. Short. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Shot clock doesn't reset. It's at 9. Brunson. Poked away. Bridges. Desperation. Oh! Mikal Bridges. Again. Timeout Providence. Yes. This kid. He's a lottery pick. You'll never see a bigger shot than that one. Mikal Bridges gives Villanova a 4-point lead.
You know, the beauty about this play, guys, Brunson loses it. But watch Bridges, okay? We see it from that angle. But it's almost like a catch and shoot. He's going to plant his inside foot, his right foot. And once that toe turns towards the rim, his body squares up. And it's almost like a catch and shoot coming off of a screen. He didn't panic, squared up. He elevated right over the top. Came up with the great play.
Jay Wright, his reaction. No reaction. Providence with 2:08 to go. They know they have work to do. Mikal Bridges, 25 points. He's hit 4 threes. And this most likely will be his final Big East game. He's a junior. So Diallo will throw it in bounds. Edwards, Bullock, Lindsey, Cartwright. 2:05 to play. Cartwright. Down the lane. Lindsay in the corner. Diallo off the dribble, gets to the hole, off the glass, and good. 22 for Alpha. 68-66. Here's Bridges again, guarded by Diallo. Brunson, 5 to shoot. Brunson, tricky, frees himself, and hits it! (70-66). Brunson with 29. Diallo, spinning to the hole, strong. Well defended by Pascal. 54 seconds to go. Brunson down the lane again, elevates, rips off, kept alive. 40 seconds, 70-66. Lindsay, big shot here. And a foul.
Does big-time players make big plays. Big-time plays. The pump fake, awareness, shot, smooth. This is pro-type material right here, ladies and gentlemen.
The College Player of the Year right here, folks. Jalen Brunson, 29 points. DiVincenzo gets it first. 33.9 to go. 71-66 in overtime. This game was tied at 60 at the end of regulation. Both these teams playing their hearts out. Second free throw good. Here comes Cartwright. Down the lane. Off the glass, no. Speller with a rebound. But he can't stay in bounds with 27.3 to play. 27.3 to go. 72-66. Back after this.
Welcome back, and it doesn't get any better than this. On the big stage, big-time performances, big-time shots by big-time players.
Jalen Brunson has also had a big night for Villanova. 29 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He's 11 of 22 from the field. He's knocked down 4 threes. Inside Diallo, blocked from behind by Bridges, stolen by Brunson. Exclamation point! Villanova! As Brunson ties his career high with 31. Bridges, 14 seconds to go. DiVincenzo, a big ragu. Once again, the Villanova Wildcats are the top cats of the Big East. 2018 tournament champions. (76-66) the final. Jalen Brunson ties his career high with 31. Bridges adds 25. What a game.
This is what it's all about. Give a lot of credit to this Providence team. They fought. They never gave up. They pushed this Villanova team to its limits. They were confident. They never were intimidated. It goes back to Ed Cooley. He believes in his team. The team believes in his game plan. They execute it, but they just came up a little short. Just one of the best teams in the country.
Jay Wright. Another championship in the Big East for Coach Wright. 17 seasons at Villanova. And let's go to Lisa Byington.
Well, Jalen Brunson, how are you taking in this moment right now?
I mean, I love it. I love it. Be able to come out here with my brothers. Coach challenging us after the Creighton game. We got to defend better. We got to do a lot of things better to be the best we can be. And, my brothers, we accepted the challenge. We're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep getting better.
You did get better in many, many ways, but as finishers, yourself and Mikal Bridges, how do you evaluate the way you guys take over the end of basketball games?
Well, first of all, it comes from our teammates. They give us the confidence to be really aggressive. Making mistakes or not, they always have our backs. I mean, Mikal, he's one bad boy. He's good, man. He's a lottery pick. That's all I gotta say.
When you lost the ball and he hit that three, what was going through your mind initially?
Thank God. Thank God I got him on my side, man. Oh my God, I can't say anything else besides he's just great. He has my back and so does everyone else.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Jalen, we will bring in Mikal Bridges here. Mikal, you hit a couple of huge threes here in overtime. Your teammates love you for it. Take us through what it was like to be you during those moments and what was going through your mind hitting those shots.
Just try to stay aggressive, you know. Try to move out the ball. Jalen found me. One time Jalen missed the ball, I just came behind, picked it up. But just try to be aggressive, just staying in the game and staying focused.
Your coach said this was going to be a rock fight. You knew it was going to be a battle. How did you guys find that one last punch to get it done?
That's just Villanova basketball. That's what we do, man. We practice for moments like this. We don't practice for us to blow teams out. We practice for moments like this, and that's what we did. We came out for 45 minutes and played our way.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Champions once again. Villanova, what a Big East showdown. The tournament champion will be back with the trophy presentation right after this. You're watching the Big East Championship exclusively on Fox.
The Ford Fox College Hoops postgame is sponsored by Ford. Going further so you can. Bonus ball in the Big Apple tonight. Nova outscoring Providence 16-6 in overtime as they earn their fourth Big East tournament title and third in the last 4 years. Rob Stone, Donnie Marshall here with you. Jay Wright's going to join us on the set in a moment, but first, he's got a trophy to lift. Gus Johnson, take it away, my friend.
All right, thank you very much. Folks, how about a round of applause for the hard-charging Providence Friars? I'm joined by Big East Commissioner Val Ackerman, and she's here to present the 2018 Big East Tournament Trophy to Villanova and head coach Jay Wright.
Thank you, Gus. I want to thank this great Garden crowd and our fans around the conference for your incredible support. I want to congratulate Providence and our other schools for another memorable tournament. And I want to tip my hat to Coach Wright, these outstanding young men. I know Nova Nation is very proud. It's my pleasure to present the 2018 Big East Conference Men's Basketball Tournament Championship Trophy to the Villanova Wildcats.
Captains.
All right. Joining me now, the head coach of the Villanova Wildcats, Jay Wright. Jay, in your 17th season, another Big East tournament title under your belt. and you talked to me in the locker room before the game about defense, and I tell you what, your boys really performed on the defensive end this evening.
Thank you, Gus. I want to first congratulate the Providence Friars and Ed Cooley. They are a great team. They could have won this. They had to go into overtime. Congratulations, all the Providence fans. And Providence, we're counting on you. Represent in the NCAA tournament, Friars. And then I want to thank the Nova Nation, man. The Nova Nation rocks the Garden. We love you, Nova Nation. Finally, I want to thank our captains, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, and Phil Booth. 3 great leaders, and they led us through this game, man. They were awesome.
And Coach, in big games like this, your stars have to perform. Jalen Brunson, a career-high 31 points. Mikal Bridges with 25. When the game was on the line, these 2 young men took over.
They really did, and that's what leaders do. They played great defense throughout the night. They were exhausted, as was Providence, but they had the guts to make plays at the end. It wasn't pretty. I told you it wasn't going to be pretty, but that was Big East basketball.
And finally, I thought that defensively, Pascal and Spellman, who's only a freshman, played their hearts out.
You're exactly right. Omari Spellman has become one of the best defensive forwards in the country. I really believe it, man. He is playing. And Eric Pascal can guard anybody, and he does everything for us. And he's also a great leader on this team.
All right, Coach, congratulations. Villanova, Jay Wright, they win it. Now I'd like to bring in Commissioner Ackerman again as confetti flies all over us. Commissioner, it's time to present the Dave Gavitt Most Outstanding Player of the Tournament. You're up again.
Thanks, Gus. The trophy this year goes to Villanova's Mikal Bridges.
Mikal, it's been a great journey for you at Villanova, and tonight in the championship game, when your team needed you to really lead the way you did it, how did it happen?
Just staying aggressive, and my teammates, they always had my back, finding me, when I'm cutting, when I'm moving out the ball. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be in this position.
You've taken your time during your career at Villanova, waited your turn, but it seems like as of late, you're starting to take over games and your teammates expect you to do it.
Just trying to be a leader, man. Trying to lead by example, and that's what I'm here for, trying to lead these guys and to be the best player I can be.
Defensively, you're known as one of the best players in all of college basketball, and you got it done today.
Not just me, so I got 4 teammates out there with me. We're having my back, and we defend as a team tonight.
All right, congratulations. Mikal Bridges, the most outstanding player in the Big East tournament. Villanova over Providence. They win another one. Now let's go back to Rob Stone.
And Gus, Bridges well deserving of that honor. 25 points in the quarters, 18 last night in the semis, and then 25 in this overtime classic. We're going to hear from Jay Wright. He's going to join us live on the set when our live coverage of the Big East Tournament Championship game on Fox returns.